Now we're going to get into some system information commands, and these are commands that are handy just to show us or tell us what's going on with our operating system and to give us some information. And these are just a few. There are quite a lot that's out there, but again, these are just a few that I use regularly that would be good tips for you to be a little more productive and help you get information quickly and conveniently about your operating system. So the first is understanding memory usage. So if I type in cat space /proc/mem info, okay, and here it gives me a list of, let's see, here's my total memory, my memory that's free, buffers, and so on. Just a quick snapshot of how I'm doing with memory on my Raspberry Pi. Another command is df space -h, and that shows me a high level around disk utilization. So as you can see, if you remember, in my particular scenario, I used a 16 gigabyte SD card, and here, as you can see, it's showing that I have 15 gigs here in my dev root folder. I've used about 4.2 gig, and I still have about 9.9 gig available. So again, the df space -h command gives us some high-level information about how our disk is being used and how much space we have available. Another variant of this is df space /, and this gives us a high level of how much space is being used, and as you can see, it's about 30% of my SD card that's being used. So it just quickly gives you a snapshot of what the size of your system is and how much is being used. df space /. If you want to get information about packages that are installed on your Raspberry Pi, you can use the dp-kg command. And here I'm going to type in -- get selections. And as you can see, here is a lot of information about packages that are installed on my Raspberry Pi, and we will get into the details and specifics about packages and how those are managed and how you can do software installation on your Raspberry Pi. We'll address that in another lecture. But for now, if you want to quickly get information about packages that are installed, you use that dp-kg command. Now, as you can see, that was quite a list that was returned to me, and it may not be necessarily useful. But what is useful is if I want to search for a specific package. So to do that, I can type in the dp-kg -- get selections. And here I'm going to do a pipe grep, and let's say I want to see Python, okay? Search for any packages that I have on my system that pertain to Python. And if I press enter, here I can see here are Python related packages. So this gives me details about those Python related packages. So again, this is a handy tool. If you want to check if something is installed and you don't know, or you want to know if it's available, use that dp-kg command. The last sort of system information command that I find myself using quite a lot is hostname space -i. That quickly gives me my IP address. And again, I can get that IP address just by hovering over here. I can see it's a 10.0.0.106, but hostname space -i quickly gives me that from the command line. Sometimes that's if I'm running a command and I want to get it quickly, that's what I use. As well as, if you remember the ifconfig that we spoke about earlier, that networking command, also you can get the IP address there. I guess what this illustrates, there are multiple ways of doing stuff from the command line in Linux. It's just a matter of those particular commands that you feel comfortable with. Quite a lot of options and a lot of flexibility, and it's very powerful. So those are some of the main system commands that I wanted to address.